Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike at TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on your Vengence 25V toy hauler. I'm here to walk you around the unit, show you how to use a few things, get the best out of your camping experience. First, let's talk about arriving at the campsite. First thing I want you to take into consideration is leaving room for your bed to come down. Excuse me, your tailgate. There's plenty of room for your ramp to come down. I'll set that deck up here for you in a little bit. And then I want you to think about where your water and electricity are. Your electricity is going to be toward the rear of the campsite, and your docking station is right here toward the front. So if you've arrived, parked accordingly to utilize the facilities of the campsite, first thing you do is level your unit. You have a power tongue jack here with a docking light. Simply lower or raise the unit. Get the unit level. I recommend getting a stick-on level, put it in the middle of your unit, find the center, have someone tell you when your unit's level. Should you don't have power, you do have a manual override here and a jack that fits inside there. Once our unit's level, here's the hand crank for that manual override. Once your unit's level, we're going to stabilize your unit. On all four corners of your unit, you have stabilizing jacks. And a hand crank with a 3/4 inch socket on the end. Simply crank these down until they're taut. Remember, these are stabilizing jacks, not leveling jacks. I recommend jack pads. Jack pads are going to protect the feet of your stabilizing jacks from dirt, debris, hot blacktop in the summer. Better distribute the weight. Get you a 4-pack of them, set them down, and just run these down until they're taut. You don't want to change the levelness of your unit. You only want to stabilize it. Once you have all 4 of these down, our unit's level and stable, we'll go ahead and hook up your power and water. Coming back over here to your off campsite again. Here's your power hookup. You have 50 amp service here. Excuse me, 30 amp service. And should you need a 30 to 110 adapter to plug in at home. Got your power hooked up, let's hook our water up. Now your docking station here tells you how to do it. Tank fill or city. Well, we're going to point this down to city because we're hooked up to city water. First and foremost, your water pressure regulator. Always use this water pressure regulator. It's going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in your unit. Put this on here, hook up your hose, but don't turn our hose on yet. All you're going to do is come over here to your hot water heater and make sure your drain plug's back in. You may have taken it out from last time you were camping. Go ahead and return your drain plug, get that in there nice and tight. Then you can go ahead and turn on your hose. Now go inside, open up your tap, your hot water tap. Once your hot water tap is flowing, you know that your hot water heater is full and you can turn it on from inside. There is an on-off button down here. That's for this electric element. Only turn it on here as well as indoors if you're plugged into 110. 30 amp service, just go ahead and plug in as normal. Turn it on inside. Reset buttons. If your hot water heater is not working, this reset button will stick out. Press that back in. Now let's say we're going camping and we're not going to use city water. We're going to use potable water. Potable water tank should be over here on your campsite. Well, I stand corrected. So if we're going to use potable water, simply turn this tank to tank fill. Fill it up in the same spot. Do the same thing to your hot water heater. Just remember, when using potable water is when you're going to want to turn on your water heater or your water pump indoors. Don't turn on your water pump if using city water. It's not necessary. One way to tell when this tank is full is an overflow valve right here, or inside where you check the levels of your tanks. Just press your freshwater tank and that'll tell when that's full. All right, we got our water electricity hooked up. We're ready to camp. I'm gonna walk you around the outside of the unit, show you a few other things, starting here in your docking station. There's an extra 751 key that fits this area here. Cable and satellite hookups. A spray port. This is your tank flush. We'll talk about that when dumping our tanks in the end. Water connection. Speaking of tanks, here's your black and gray tanks. These are access to the back of your fridge. A vent for your microwave. Furnace heat release. If you're running your furnace, steer clear of that. It'll get rather hot. The rear stabilizing jacks. Your deck. Your big awning. On your awning, you only want to run that until that flap falls down to 90 degrees and you know you're out far enough. On your arms, if it's raining, you can pull down and pitch your awning away so the rain will run all in one direction. Your outdoor speakers. This is prep for a TV. You can hook a TV up here and use the cable 110 hook up here. Your outdoor speakers. This is a vent for inside of your garage area here. Both your entry doorways. Your big pass-through storage. This is the hose that hooks up to that spray port in the docking station. Come to the front of your unit, check your battery post now and then. Make sure those haven't wiggled loose. And onto your propane. Here's your cover for your tanks. Simply turn this and point it toward the tank you wish to be using. Lefty-loosey to open. Again, your power tongue jack. And that about covers everything on the outside. Let's go take a look inside your unit. Coming up inside your unit, just to the right of your doorway, is an access panel to your fuses and breaker box. Looks like you got mostly 15s in there, a couple 40s. Grab a handful of those with you when you go camping. Around the corner here is your 12-volt carbon monoxide detector. Kind of dark, can't see too well. The reason I mention that's 12 volt, it's always running off your battery. So if you're going to be gone for the day, you're out doing some riding or out and about, and you have nothing charging your battery, use this battery disconnect. That'll shut off all the battery power to the unit and keep this from running your battery down. On the wall, here's your thermostat. Simply press your mode from off to auto fan to air conditioning. To furnace, simply change the temperature here. To off. Control panel here. Here's your awning extend and retract. Here's your bed lifting down and a bunch of lighting. For your bed, simply put that to down. You run this down. And you'll see the top bunk stop. Top bunk stops right there. And your bottom seating comes down as low as you would like it to go. Take the tops here. Roll them backwards. If you want to use this as a bed, I recommend putting these feet down. Roll this back on both sides and you've got that seating. Like to keep it up for travel. I'm gonna go ahead and bring it back up. Go up. Shouldn't take too long. See all of your tie downs in here. A self-explanatory microwave. And your bunk is right back up. Over here on your stove, your glass top makes an excellent backsplash. You have a light and fan here. Simply turn this to light. Hit your spark when your gas is on. That'll light up in here. On your fridge, simply press that in to turn it on. Very self-explanatory in the fridge. Do you have a lot of one-touch lighting? Over here on the wall is where you'll turn on your water heater. And here's where you turn on your water pump if using potable water. Here's your new battery. Fresh tank, that's the button I said you can hold in when filling your potable water and tell when your tank is full. And your black and gray tanks are empty. Here's the vents for inside the toy hauler, garage area. Simply press out on that and that'll open up. Up here it is prepped for a TV. What I want to mention here is if you hook up a TV, before running your digital channels, press in to make sure this green button is on. It's a digital channel enhancer. It allows you to pick up more channels. Come back into the bathroom. Anything I want to mention in here, the fan and light, is this is where your 110 with GFCI resets at. A little plumbing to maintain. Keep an eye on your plumbing up underneath here as you would at home. And there's a table that sets up in between the beds, or in between the seating up in the toy hauler. This is also prepped for a TV. 110 up there. That digital channel enhancer that's up front, same thing. If you run it out here, just turn that on up there. You have a hand crank open, push button, exhaust vent here. Your smoke alarm. That about covers everything on the inside. I'll close your deck up and act like we're leaving the campsite. What I like to do is shut off all of the lighting at this panel here, and then I can see any lighting that I need to go through and shut off in the rest of the trailer. I want to make sure all your lights are off, that way it's not going to run your battery down. Put the panel back down and head on out. Now for your steps, you want to make sure this door is all the way open. So what you don't want is this to catch on your door. Simply lift it up, set it up inside, turn this handle, that'll lock these in. Lock and deadbolt your door. Lift and turn this handle. Into the back of the unit here. Lift up your deck. Simply lift it. Push it up inside. Bring your handle over. And lock your handle in. Same thing on both sides. You can have toys in here, so recommend grabbing some padlocks. Bring up all of our stabilizing jacks. Unhook any cable, any water. Come to your low point drain here. Open this up. Come to your hot water heater. Pull up on this pressure release valve. Leave that open. That's going to release all your hot water out. Once that's done, close close that back down and pull your drain plug. Don't forget to close your exterior to your hot water heater. Hook up your hitch and head on up to the dump station. At the dump station, take the sewage hose, comes conveniently in your convenience pack. Hook that up and first pull our left handle. That's going to be your black tank. After it sounds like that black tank's no longer draining, you're going to come up here again with your water pressure regulator. Hook up a hose to your tank flush. Turn your hose on with your black handle open, and what that's going to do, it's going to spray out and wash out your black tank. Get all that nastiness out of there. After a good 5 minutes, go ahead and unhook your hose and water pressure regulator. Close your black tank. Come over here and open up your gray tank. It's going to be your cleaner water, your sinks and your showers. It's going to clean your hose out for you. Take your hose, store it away in a nice sanitary place, and head on home. Again, we thank you guys for your purchase. Hope you enjoy this Vengence for many years to come. Happy camping.